Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. The Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. To throw, it's key. They're trying to get to it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
So North Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Touchdown, Wake! The defense takes matters into their own hands. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. He leaves it with his back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Quick toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no...
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Motion from the offense. Off play action. Getting some heat. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw it again. Dumps it to the back. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad myself.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40, at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. On the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kickers. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
A little screen to the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. They feed him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Fires and picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. First down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Unloads it downfield. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's going to pass on second down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a second down play. They'll go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Firing deep. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. On Wisconsin, they're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up 14 over Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Key. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Picks up what he can and then slides.
I know he didn't pick up the 1st down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's going to pass. Oh, Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Trying to get to him. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The Tar Heels are in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Coming after it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's caught! Touchdown, UNC!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. The Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Going up top on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Wake Forest, 24. North Carolina, 21.
Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man. It's Key. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play, the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Speeding down the left side. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10, and the returner is stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Off he goes. The 20. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
31, North Carolina, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum is...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's right on target. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch.
Touchdown, UNC! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
North Carolina, 35. Wake Forest, 31.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. First down here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Key. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. And the Tar Heels have it with a first and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
North Carolina, number 2.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Wake Forest, 31.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get laddered up.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They're bringing heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's got it again. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And how nice is it to have a guy that can say, I'm just going to go get the first down. Like, I know I have options. I can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm just going to let me run it, go get the first down, and give myself an extra set of downs.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to throw, it's Key. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Oh, big juke to get past. Touchdown, UNC! And the beatdown has ensued. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, They were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
He'll toss it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Pull down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. And they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Makes it past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
What do you do now if you're on defense? I mean, not only do you have to worry about this specific running back on this offense and what he can do to hurt you, but you got this quarterback as well. It is such a dangerous 1-2 punch. They're going to be giving opposing defenses nightmares down the road.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. And that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
Let's go!
They'll run the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Ready to fire from the pistol.
Easy.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you try to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion.